Welcome back, YouTube fam. We are here with another week of The Bachelorette, Season 16, Episode 6. Again, I'm Blythe.
And I'm Brandon. If you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and hop in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this episode, alright?
Alright, let's get into it. So first, we open up this episode with the Grown Man Challenge. So they have a series of different, activities that are set up for the guys to get into. That was hilarious. So first it was the academic portion. They were like, Tayshia wants a smart man. So they cut into Bennett, and Bennett's like, oh, school was nothing. It wasn't even a challenge for me.
That was crazy. He's supposed to be from Harvard.
Yes.
And, like basic questions, like, wasn't really that difficult. This wasn't, Pythagorean theorem or, trigonometry. Like, these are basic questions, and he got, like, all of them wrong.
Wrong.
Not one. Like, all of them wrong. The other dude, he was a cycling and spin instructor who went to Arizona State, is getting the answers right, and Bennett, a Harvard grad, is getting these answers wrong. Right.
So that was hilarious. It was just like, wrong, Bennett, wrong, Bennett. So then they went to the physical portion, remember? So they had to do like tug of war or whatever. So all the guys, they're getting ready to jump into that. Okay, once again, now this was so funny. Remember Bennett? He was like, I got bad knees. Like, I can't. So Bennett, he bows out. He gracefully bows out. He says he has bad knees, and he doesn't even compete in that portion with the...
Bennett knew he was about to get tossed. Like, they was about to drag him across that floor. Yes. And he was like, that's not going to be good.
Like, 007 is clearly not about that life. He is not about that life.
Right.
So then the last portion was, I remember the guys had to cook the breakfast in bed or whatever and show Tayshia, a good little romantic moment. So the guys, they all scrambled together some random stuff, I don't know, some fruit, some yogurt, some actually tried to cook like, some eggs and bacon, I think Bennett, like he did, what was it, the beignets or something like that, like just, it's like, okay, Bennett style, he's going to try to come like that. But anyway, so basically all the guys, they present their meals to Tayshia, here you go, she gets in bed and everything. Okay, so then remember Chasen, he was like, oh yeah, I really got it. So Chasen, he doesn't make any food.
No.
And he's just like, takes off his robe, I'm your breakfast in bed, and gets in the bed with her.
I'm really trying to figure out how that happened. Like, I'm just thinking about the whole logistics of everything. So everybody else is over here cooking.
Right.
Was he just sitting off to the side? Yeah. Like, where was he during the time when everyone else was cooking? Like, how did he, what?
Right. So he's like, yeah, I'm it. And it's like, okay. So anyways, we finally get to Bennett. Now, Bennett, he's already robe ready. So he's already in his robe. He actually has a nice plate. He presents it to her, feeds her, gets in there with her, kisses. Tayshia enjoyed it. It goes off with a hitch, right? I mean, she's good with it.
Yeah, he did his thing. I mean, it was exercise perfect for Bennett. He could put on his,
that's him.
His 007 swag, his, and smooth. He cooked up a nice little meal. So it was cool. I'm not sure how that equated to him winning the whole grown man challenge.
Right. So basically, at the end, when it came to the winner, Bennett won. The guys were mad because it was like the academics. Then you don't even do the physical, and then the end, he wins the whole challenge.
How?
Because that's what women want. You want the romantics. You want them to up the ante. You gonna feed me in bed. What? That's what you want. It's Bennett.
And see, that's the problem. It's not, hey, babe, you're providing, you're working that stable job, you're paying the bills. Hey, babe, you hedged the bushes this weekend, you did a great job. No, none of that matters. All right, the functional stuff, the stuff that actually matters, knowing how to spell limousine. You know what I mean? That actually matters. No, none of that matters.
Okay.
It's getting in the, cooking a breakfast, bringing it to you.
Early on when you're courting, when you're getting to know someone, come on. Right? Right? Now, 10 years down the road, who knows what might happen. But early on, who doesn't want that nice, delightful breakfast? 4 Seasons, Ritz-Carlton, come on.
It's not right. It's not right.
All right, so anyways, moving on in the episode. So after that point, the guys, I think what happens, we get together and we're seeing this like dynamic start where it's it's between like Ed and Chasen. This I don't know. They're
beef.
starting to they got beef. They got real drama. So like Ed, he's like basically him and Ben are talking. They're just like Chasen's fake. Like he's a bad actor. Like, you know, what is he even doing here? And basically they're claiming like what they were saying, he's saying like basically like the same old stuff he was saying about Claire. So they're questioning if he really even likes Tayshia or if he even wants to be here or whatever. And so then they end up confronting him about, you know, why are you even here, or are you even trying to be here? So, and they basically ruffle Chasen's feathers. I mean, what you think? He gets mad. He gets upset. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about Bennett. I definitely don't think Ed really is there particularly for Tayshia. I just think, you know, he's on the show. But what he's accusing Chasen of, I think he is actually guilty of as well. But I think that he's just like having fun on the show. Like he's just trying to ruffle some feathers. He's just trying to, you know, be relevant on the show so that his profile increases. So, you know, he's really smart. I know Bennett said he had like a perfect score in the math score on the SAT. Bennett's really smart. So sometimes what smart people do is they find like Chasen, they see him as just a hulking jock. Yeah. You know what I mean? So let's mess with him. That's all they're doing. Yeah, they're just messing with him. Half the people there are here to increase their profile and get more Instagram followers on social media. Like, come on. Right. You know, so... But they're like, oh, we can mess with him. We can get in his head. And that's what they're doing. They got in his head. They accused him of some stuff. Yes. And he's getting mad. And, I'm going to... And
it just goes on like for like a couple of days, just back and forth. They're going to Tayshia. Tayshia's going back and forth talking to him. Like, it is just crazy. Like, it's taking the time from the other guys because they're just going back and forth, just back and forth. And then, I mean, what you think? I mean, Tayshia, she wasn't here for it. She definitely didn't want to hear that mess. She's like, you know, I'm not the one here for that. And then she felt like, she was like, I'm already coming in after Claire. So I'm already feeling some kind of way about that. I was just like, wow. I was like, Ben is a trip. He is playing.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to, like, and Tayshia said it, like, if there's no legitimacy to it, then you shouldn't have you all red in the face and getting all swole up. And that's the truth. Like,
because he said, you're going to make me bring out Wolverine.
Nobody cares about you bringing out Wolverine. That's not going to help you get Tayshia. So, you know. We saw that, right? Yeah, that's true. Like, Bennett and Ed, they're playing chess. Like, they're not playing checkers. They're making strategic moves to get you kicked off the show. And if they can get you mad and get you swole up and give Tayshia a reason to kick you off, then that's what they were trying to do.
Basically.
So.
That's true.
You just got to be smarter about it, Chasen. You got to be smarter about it. And I think that's the issue, because they was roasting him. Like, used the same adjective to describe Claire.
Get a Webster.
Get a thesaurus and figure out a new word. And then he did figure out a new word, and it was smoke show.
What in the world? I was like, smoke show?
She's a smoke show?
Okay.
What does that even mean?
I know. What is it? I guess like he's trying to say she's hot or she's all that. I don't know. It was just, everybody's like, I don't know. Smoke show. I don't know. Even as a woman, kind of weird. Like, you're like, oh, you a smoke show. I'm like, I'm gonna be like, what?
Not sure how I should take that.
What?
Is that a compliment or is that like I don't really know how I should respond.
I guess Chasen tried. I don't know. All right. Right. So then we go to like the last group date, which it turned out to be a wrestling or what is that wrestling thing they do?
UFC.
Yeah, it's like a UFC type fighting thing. So they get set up for that. And then the guys realize that their audience is going to be the rest of the guys in the house. So they're going to come together. So they come and Tayshia gets them all oiled up and gets them all ready for the fight. Her favorite part, I'm sure. So then, okay, so, you know, we're going through the guys or whatever. And so then it gets to a point where the producers are tripped. They're going to pin Chasen with Ed. It's like, wow, like, you know, the drama, the beef has been going the whole show. And so then they're going to get here and and put Chasen and Ed together. But Ed, he's like, Chris, can I talk to you? Can I pull you to the side? I got bad shoulders. You know, I'm not trying to get hemmed up here and get my shoulders all dislocated. So I'm going to have to not be able to participate in this one.
Said they chronically dislocate. I've never heard of that in my life. How do your shoulders chronically dislocate? Are you just reaching for a cup of coffee and it just... what do you mean chronically dislocates?
What?
I've never heard of that in my life.
I haven't either. It's like he's all beefed up with the muscles. You're thinking, okay, it's going down.
They just showed you, lifting weights, doing some shoulder like, what do you mean they chronic? You shouldn't be lifting any weights then if your shoulders chronically dislocate.
I mean, Chasen's ready. Like Wolverine, he said Wolverine's about to come out. He's ready to go. Woo! So, yeah. So then Chris was like, oh, okay, no man, beef. I mean, Ed was like, hey, this is my, my body, my shoulders for life. I can't mess them up like this. So Chris was like, okay, no problem, man. So he comes to the podium. He's like, Ed's not going to be able to participate. He has a medical condition. Anyone else want to jump in? Well, Noah jumps the fence. He says, I do. So Noah jumps in there with his jeans, honey, takes his shirt off, and he said he gonna fight. And so him and Chasen go at it. I couldn't really tell who was winning that fight. I mean, they were both going at it, pretty good, honestly. They say Chasen won in the end, but what did you think? I mean, they were in there getting it.
Yeah, no, Chasen won. He slammed him a couple times. You have to kind of watch it a little bit or know a little bit about, competitors or whatever.
Okay.
He won, but I mean, Noah held his own. Like, I thought he was going to get destroyed, to be honest. So he held his own, and that's really all that he really won, because he jumped in the ring and was willing to take on Chasen. So
that is true.
That was the power move right there.
You're right. That did work in his favor, because then in the end, they're like, okay, y'all gonna get together. Y'all gonna have y'all evening time, y'all's evening portion with Tayshia. And then Tayshia was like, oh yeah, Noah, since you jumped out here ready to fight for me, I want you to join the date. And the other guys were mad. And he's like, yeah, of course. So they have the evening, and Noah gets to join the guys. So then they start out. And they're, getting ready to go. And so then they're going to get their time with Tayshia. Now, I like Ben. I think Ben really likes Tayshia. I think, I like him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But Ben was like, basically, the whole time, I'm going to wait to the end and have my time with Tayshia. So, hopefully I'll get that impression, because I really want to have my time with Tayshia. Okay, so she goes through the date. She has the time with everyone. Basically she gets with Noah. Now, one thing was funny. She was with Noah and she was like, one thing, that mustache. What you think about the mustache?
Yeah, that mustache had to go, man. I don't know who told Noah that was a good look. Yeah. I don't know why he didn't just throw the whole goatee or the whole beard or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But that stash had to go.
That mustache. So yeah, Tayshia was like, if you could do one thing for me, if you could, get rid of that mustache. But meanwhile, I just want to say, Tayshia is kissing up everybody.
Just tonguing down the whole squad.
Everybody. I was like,
I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if that. I don't think
normal bachelor activity.
Claire kissed a few of them.
Yeah, she
but
kissed them.
She didn't tongue down everybody. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Tayshia is definitely getting it in. I guess she's figuring out. Maybe that's a part of who she like, who she don't like. Must be.
Could be.
Yeah.
Maybe kissing is...
She's checking you out, seeing, how it's going. So, let's see. She gets some time with Ivan. She gets some time with Zach. And then, honey, after Noah has debated, Noah comes back around. He's like, all right, he finds a razor and he gets her back. He takes her time from Jordan and he's like, all right, so here we go. What we're going to do? And then she shaves his mustache for him and she's like, oh, you're so cute.
Hey, man. Hey, the other dudes is mad at Noah. I can't be mad at Noah. He played his part. He played it as well as he possibly could. He had no date. He wasn't on the date. He wasn't on a one-on-one or anything like that.
Yep.
And he managed to parlay that into being like the star of the whole episode. Like he hopped the fence, got in on that. All right, he had the one-on-one time with her. He managed to get the most out of that. She said she wanted him to shave. Instead of going away, I thought he was just going to go away and shave, and then that's going to be it.
That's true.
He comes back, has her shave his mustache, gets her involved, gets her engaged.
He's back in there. Yup.
And he stole the whole evening.
He sure did.
He played that as well as you could possibly play it.
He did. So he got rid of the mustache, and I was like, he was cute without, like, I don't know what he was doing with that mustache. It was like, yes, thank you, Noah, for shaving that mustache. Woo. So then in the end, the evenings come to an end. Tayshia's like, all right, guys, it's been a good time, it's time to go to bed. The evening's over. And then Ben is like, he realizes the evening is over. He didn't get no time. And then he was like, no, Tayshia, can I get a few more minutes with you?
So like the night is over. The night is over.
Tayshia's like, the evening's over. Like, no. And it's like, Ben, like, I don't know how he was feeling like that was gonna work in his favor, playing his cards on the show.
Especially you something always happened.
Right.
If everything goes normal and according to plan, and everybody just had their regular time, then maybe it would have worked. But it never works
it's
that
never
way.
Gonna be like that.
Somebody's gonna come trying to steal somebody else's time, and then they're gonna argue, and then somebody's gonna come from left field with something, and that's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
And you ran out of time.
Exactly. So it was like, dang, like he didn't get no time, basically. So in the end, at the rose ceremony, basically the rose ceremony, it's still a lot of guys there. I'm just like, geez, she still got a lot of guys there. She sent like 3 guys home who we don't even, they have no time. You don't hear from them. The Montel guy with the afro, like, it was like, sir, you.
Why were you
like you
here?
Said, why were you here?
You came in with the second batch of dudes. You never said anything.
Nothing.
You didn't get a haircut at any point. Before or after or during the show.
Nothing.
Didn't talk to Tayshia not once. What were you doing? That was a waste of your life. You missed out on paychecks, probably. I hope you are able to recoup the money that you would have made at your job to come out here and waste your time.
Basically, it was like he was in and he was out. And it was like, we never even what? I don't know. We saw like a couple of scenes, but you never talked or anything.
No.
So anyways, it was just like the rose ceremony. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't a big deal. Everybody who we expected pretty much stayed.
Well, there was some suspense with Chasen because there was a high probability.
Oh, he was the last one to get rose, wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The last rose went to Chasen, and boy, it was steaming. It was steaming. He was like, "Oh, really?"
Because he spent the whole episode trying to get him gone, and
that's true.
It didn't work. So now you got to see him. You got to keep dealing with him. So
That's right. For another week.
Yep.
But all right, y'all. That was our recap for episode 6. Hope y'all enjoyed. See y'all next week. Bye.